Hey, this is Dan.
And Bob.
And Dr. Agro's not here from GigaBoots.com. Welcome to our quick play of Skullgirls for the PlayStation 3. It's also on Xbox Live Arcade for the 360.
But then you don't get a D-pad. So.
But then you don't have a nice D-pad, so... We are D-pad people over here at GigaBoots.
You could buy an arcade stick, and that would help, but...
Yeah, what was it? Giant Bomb. I heard clackety-clack-clack in there.
Yeah, you hear clackety-clack-clack from all their fighting game quick looks. We aren't
fighting stick people. Enough. We aren't nearly drunk enough for that. Let's go ahead and show off the single player, because the production values here is... I think it's pretty surprising for something that's a downloadable sort of indie game. Because it's a small fucking studio.
Alright, let's just do Phileas. I think that's a decent show-off.
They have 3 different composers for the soundtrack here. And one of the more notable composers is Michiru Yamane from Castlevania. And her music doesn't really fit so much. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, I don't think it fits at all, really.
Yeah, I was being euphemistic to avoid rage, but yeah, no, it doesn't fit at all, and it's so low-key. It's like buried under the sound effects and stuff. Give me that! Bring me that ass! You were gonna blow up my tab! But hey, Case, yeah, so they have rather nice production values here, I think.
Yeah, I mean, actually having these large pictures, I mean, you don't get that even from freaking...
Street
Marvel
Fighter,
vs. Capcom.
Marvel vs. Capcom.
Which is so frustrating.
Which, personally, I actually prefer this storytelling to Street Fighter 4's gonzo edited anime intros.
I don't know. I like those, but...
But there's a lot more of this than there is of that.
True, you only get a beginning and ending there, where this will... Throughout the story, you get various... cutaways like this.
Yeah, and it's pretty cool when you get to the final boss, and it's just like, boom, final boss layer, boom, final boss, transformation. You know? By the way, she's talking to her hair.
Yeah, so that other thing on the right there is what's on her head.
Yeah, she's got Ultros hat going on there. But, yeah, this is generally how it goes. There's a lot of voice acting in the game, but not in the story mode. They don't speak their lines.
Right. The whole story here is all of them are just trying to get the Skull Heart, which is...
Yeah, the Skull Heart will allow them to make a wish, and it'll come true if they have a pure heart. If they don't have a pure heart, they become the Skull Kid. Is that
Skull Girl.
Skull Girl.
Because, you know, Skull Girls.
Right. No, it's Skull Kids, right?
Yes, it's Skull Kids.
I can't wait for the 3DS iWare game. Skull Kids with a Z. So yeah, let me talk about this game a bit while he shows it off. 8 characters in total. Lots of color schemes. I think about 10 per character. Very beautifully animated game. Runs in 1080p. And all, like, oh, it is freaking fluid. Like, so many surprising elements there to this. Like, I was... And there are so many panty shots. Like, every character has at least one, I think.
Except the characters that that's not possible on.
Like Double?
Right, Double and Philia. Not Philia. No.
Double, Philia's a dude.
And, he blew up.
The nurse? Does the nurse?
No,
somebody's
the nurse
wearing
does.
pants. Right?
Yeah, the cat girl. The cat girl is wearing pants. Misfortune. Well, she's wearing hot pants.
Yeah, I think there's a panty shot on her. It's one of her mid-air frames.
Huh.
Yeah, there's one.
How'd they even manage?
They tried so hard. But, yeah, so...
Yeah, you go through a couple characters and that'll do a story again, but I think that we can just jump out of this mode.
And the story, for the most part, does a good job of explaining why you'd be fighting these people.
An interesting thing is you actually have to hold the start button to pause.
Yeah, go ahead and tap it a few times so we can point out what it's doing. Yeah, it actually says player 1 pause, and then if he holds it for like a half second. So that way you don't bump it and accidentally pause. That's really smart.
It's smart, but at the same time, that screwed me so many times of, oh yeah, I'm trying to just pause so I can actually go do something. It didn't pause. I just walked away from a game that's still fully in motion.
I think I did that once or twice.
You also cannot pause the cutscenes.
Yeah.
which is very frustrating.
Right. You can't really say that's a problem specific to this game. A lot of games have sort of issues with cutscenes.
Whereas the cutscenes, as you saw, are just dialogue boxes. If they didn't have it set up so they'd auto switch, that wouldn't be a problem.
Right.
That's a whole
Jeez, Bob, you can't read a few boxes of text before going off to do weird things. Okay, yeah. So under versus, you got. Hey, okay, I'm talking about menus.
I guess we can menu this.
We got local, which is challenge the person sitting next to you. Quick match, which does a quick match online, which we'll get into how good online is later. Actually, let's do one match online real quick, and then we'll do normal versus to show off all the characters.
All right.
Choose who you're comfortable with.
Okay, I will do that.
Who's that gonna be?
Either Misfortune or Valentine.
Tragic. So Valentine, I hear. So here's the deal. Here, it'll tell you the ping of the player, and then the suggested delay for the ping. You get to adjust the GGPO frame delay, which for those who go ahead and hit start match, otherwise they're gonna leave.
Yeah, I was gonna say
the GGPO frame delay is it'll actually belay orders with this fancy middleware solution called GGPO to make the game play smoother. It actually removes the lag. It is really stunning in this implementation. I know GGPO and
Street Fighter Third Strike.
Yeah, that was.
We
have a review of that, so you can go watch our review to see how that was.
That was not fun.
Bob, you are bad at plugging videos.
No, they need to go watch it still. They need to know how not fun it was, okay?
Yeah, I think there's a good bit of footage in there of, I won. No, wait, I died. And as you can see here, this is better than anything Capcom has produced.
Also, I got in a room.
What did I say? No, really, Capcom's so upsetting. Like, in my opinion, if fucking Axis can set me up with a room for Blaze fucking Blue on the goddamn Vita, then something should be possible on PS3 from Capcom. What else can I talk about here? But yeah, so you can, as you saw back there, adjust the GGPO frame delay, and it'll set it to what it suggests to begin with, but you can actually tweak it, which is good. You don't have to go in and set that option in some weird menu that's buried off elsewhere in the game. Because, it's very relevant to, what's his lag? I haven't seen that.
Yeah, that's her thing.
That's pretty...
Panty shot.
Where did the other end... Where'd that other hand come from? That switched you down on the sword. Like, it couldn't go straight.
Wait, what?
She was holding you up with one arm, right? Feel free to press a button, Bob.
Yeah.
She was holding you up with one arm, and then there was another arm coming straight down from the sky, pushing you into the sword.
Was there?
Yeah.
No, wait, she threw the whole hat.
Then how was the hat holding you up? Because one arm was going up,
I wasn't
and
looking.
One was coming down.
Whatever.
Clearly, Bob.
Stuff happened. I wasn't paying attention.
Please yell at me more for you not noticing. So something we haven't talked about yet. This is the sort of
you can play the team-based fighter. Yeah, ratio mode. If you play Capcom versus SNK too.
Is that the only? I thought King of Fighters also called it that.
No.
Oh, what'd they call it?
They didn't call it anything.
Super buff dude that beats up 3 guys mode.
They called it, this is King of Fighters 2001, you can do this. It's kind of weird.
That's a really, obtuse name for a mode.
I thought so too, but they went with it.
Okay. Well, I'll show off Misfortune. I totally called that.
Alright, I'll do Pain Wheel over here.
Pain Wheel! And then after this, we'll show off, Yeah, I guess I should show off her special color scheme up there. After this, we'll show off 2v2 and the assist system and some stuff with that. I'll call Parasol for that.
Whew.
Just because her assist change-out's pretty interesting. What's her name? Morgan. Morgan from fucking Dark Stalkers. Color scheme here. That's freaking sweet. That really is. That's some awesome stuff.
Now, I think one glaring thing I have to find out about this. I'm gonna pause it real quick to show this.
Okay.
You'll notice there is not a way to check your moves.
Yeah.
That is not possible. I guess they didn't have time to get it in here. That's the only thing I can think of, because it just tells you on the main page even. Go to our website and download it.
Yeah. Go download the PDF that has the move list.
Right.
Which, personally, I don't know. I honestly like that. It's totally weird, but I appreciate it being like, no, why would we tell you the moves? This is a fighting game. We're doing this old school. Go look it up at your local arcade.
There are so many bizarre inputs for moves.
What are you talking about? All this is perfectly natural. Especially how my head is on the floor. That is definitely natural. Super specials are actually pulled off by doing a quarter circle for most of them. All of them that I know of. Either forward or backward, and then 2 kicks or 2 punches. So it's kind of Marvel vs. Capcom-ish in that sense.
Right, it's easy to pull them off, but yeah.
Yeah.
Which makes sense, because, you know, it's always annoying to have incredibly hard to pull off ones. I only really dealt with that well in King of Fighters, honestly.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm okay with the semicircle from forward to back forward motion. Like, that's the full level of complexity I'll allow before I just get pissed.
What are you talking about? Several full circles is always the best.
Oh, yeah, I love Tager. I love Tager's bullfuck. Thank you so much. Ow. I thought I had that.
So,
I was wrong.
I can fly.
Oh. How about that? Yep. I'm just gonna hop after you there. Hey, come down here, you. There we go. That was a 3-bar finisher, which the bars are in the upper left and upper right. There's usually a number next to it, and then a full circle that fills up as you fill that meter. There are no numbers because we're both out. We expended our supers.
Right.
As Bob crawled around like a madman, and I exploded into chunks and killed him.
So we're doing 3 characters to show this off?
Oh, I was going to do 2, which is a bit more moderate. But, you know, 3.
All
get
right.
some Parasol. Did you show off? No, the person online showed off Sarabella.
Yeah.
So I will show off Sarabella. Oh, please get double.
All right, double.
As one of your 3, because I'm not playing that thing.
And Peacock.
Peacock.
Oh, wait, you got Peacock?
I think we're out of people to show off, so we can both get Peacock.
All right.
Unless you want Valentine.
I already got that.
Okay, well, you know what? I'll get Misfortune.
Oh, okay. This is gonna work.
This is super cool. When you set up each character in this 3-player mode, or 3-person battle, you can select to do a custom action as their call and assist. This is freaking awesome. So, I wanted to do Cat Scratch, or yeah, sure, why not?
I can set one too, but I don't know any Peacock moves.
Well, you chose the best one, Bob.
I think that's the one where she shoots?
Yes.
Maybe?
Where she shoots repeatedly. Hopefully it's repeatedly. Okay, we're going Lab 8.
Lab 8?
For my favorite background character in this whole game. Like, I love this character. I lost battles staring at this thing. So, hopefully, as soon as it starts up, we'll be framed so you can see it. You're totally covering it.
Yeah,
there we go.
There he is.
Professor Sharkington, as I call him, in the background. Some sort of shark scientist. What is with that?
I mean, there can be cat girls. Why can't there be shark scientists, okay?
No, there should be. This is amazing. Every game should have shark scientists. Real quick, no. Parasol is the hardest to use character in this game. So, expect to see me get my ass kicked. Like that. Oh, double. Thank God.
So Double's thing is that she can do Sub-Zero slide.
That's her one shtick.
There
right?
we go. So
as far as Bob's concerned, that is her.
But yeah, she transforms into all the other characters.
She switches between being characters in this game and Edward Elric's mother.
Yeah, it's a whole pile of monster stuff going on.
It's just a crime against God, so I'm kind of lucky that none of my friends really use it.
But yeah, she has some pretty good moves from other characters.
Yeah, she's the Barts of this game, so I would hope.
Actually, they change a lot of things to other characters. Like, she just shoots. Whereas regular Parasol can't just shoot. Also, giant, like, foot and hand coming out and walking around with that. It's really creepy. Oh wow, I can just shoot straight forward.
And yeah, that's what I was talking about with the custom coming. When she jumps in, she'll actually, her motorbike will run over the enemy.
Oh yes,
yeah.
Yes. When you switch characters out, they'll do some special switch out like that.
Yeah, like that. As soon as that curtain hits my character, she'll slice through me, which is pretty cool. So as you kind of saw before, Cerebella here is your buff character. Which, how do you make a buff character in a game full of chicks? You attach beefy arms to her head, because you know that makes sense. Why not?
I used to believe we were talking before about how when they first announced this game, they announced her and Philia.
So we thought this was like Team Fortress the Fighter. It was all hats and headwear,
right?
What was it? You were saying like, oh, I get it, Skullgirls, because they all have things attached to their heads.
Right.
And I'm like, this game looks really cool, but I'm not sure I'm up for all hat-wearing fighter. Oh, not cool. I'll glide away. Run away from all my sorrows. No, that was too major. Haha, you didn't show it off fully. Ow. Oh. Oop. What?
Wow, okay. But L1 is... Oh, we were playing
there was a timer. You're a bastard, apparently. Parasol works for the...
Well, she's the princess of that kingdom.
It's totally weird. And awesome. Her calling characters for her super specials are actually pretty cool. Unlike, which Bob and I were discussing, most fighters, whenever they have a character that does that, it just comes off as cheap.
And it comes off as, yeah, they didn't really know what to finish the character with. Like half the characters in Naruto fighters.
Yeah. Ow. Freaking crime against God. I love that. Like, that super special looks hilarious and is awesome.
I wish that the thing had more Mortal Kombat moves. I want to just be able to roundhouse kick you.
and just
repeatedly.
Win. Sweep kick, sweep kick, sweep kick. Always sweep kick.
Oop, oop. She can travel a lot of distance here.
Yeah, she's got some distance. We have to simulate the arcade stick while doing a quick play environment, so... There we go. Plenty of sound. What else do we talk about? This game's freaking awesome.
I mean,
can you not see the screen?
Yeah, I mean, just looking at how insane the animation is, how many freaking... I guess we could talk about tutorial mode.
Yeah, let's go ahead and go into that.
Tutorial
you know
mode.
what? How about we finish this battle and we'll just freaking show that?
Well, I think...
Dude, we've made good time on this quick play.
Alright.
Let me check how long it is. Yeah, it says 22 minutes, but that's counting from, you know, we've been recording footage for a while, so there's no way.
Well, main thing I was going to note about it is that there isn't a trial mode like you'd see in other games, so that's kind of frustrating, because the trial modes always kind of showed you a few attack or combos that might actually be useful and actually went through how to use every move.
Right.
And that's just not here at all.
Right. It may be that the moves list actually, you know, really goes into combos. I haven't had a look at it.
No, it doesn't. Not
okay.
in the least.
Okay, so you have that move.
Yeah,
list. Dude, you're cheating. What the fuck, man?
I downloaded that PDF. It has some nice art and some little story to them.
Oh, that's
Because
cool.
it tells you what the heck the characters are. Because the story mode actually does not give you a good idea of what these characters' backstory is. I don't think.
Which, I don't know. I personally, I'm okay with that. Like, sort of learn by going. It's... By the way, Miss Fortune's a total pun fest. Like, she has victory phrases for everyone that is that are puns. It is freaking hilarious and great, and yet at the same time terrible. What were we talking about? We were just... Oh, yeah. I don't know. I kind of like the whole, like, we're not going to spend a long time with terrible dialogue showing off what each of these characters is. We're just going to go with the story.
I can kind of see that, but at the same time, it's like, maybe you should have mentioned anything about why Miss Fortune can tear all her limbs off and be okay.
I played through her. She's my favorite character. I don't care. It never once, like, I never once went, why? I need to know. Why can her arms see forever? But, that's a preference thing. But, the story, does it give a story on each move? Is it like the Diablo 2 manual? One day, a barbarian was maintaining a defense on a hill. What? Remember the Excalibur Brothers review of Diablo 2?
No.
That was hilarious. He's like, I think I'm going to spec into this move. And he's like, but have you read the backstory? And it cuts to the manual, and sure enough, there's a whole paragraph on every fucking move in the game.
Wow.
Yeah. And it was the backstory on Leap. Leap.
Leap shouldn't have a backstory, no, you know?
Well, that sucks.
Yeah,
kind of the liability of playing as Miss Fortune.
And ripping your helmet head off. Oh, I have that move from Miss Fortune. That's a pretty good move.
It is a pretty good move. It's one of her better ones. I don't use it nearly enough. I hate you. I really and truly do.
Maybe I should start using this character.
No.
So yeah, old-timey cartoon character.
Yeah, total homage to the golden era of animation, which is awesome and disturbing. Because most of her moves are like somewhere between hilarious homage and, like, I don't know, just something about her character seems sinister.
Yeah, no.
I haven't played as her in the story mode, so I don't really know, but she has shark teeth.
Yeah, I read her backstory, and yeah, she's kind of messed up.
Just blue. No.
Oh wow, that's a button. Let's go. No!
No! Oh, I hate you.
Chip damage.
I hate you and your chip damage. And then she exhales out of her eyelid.
Yeah, that seems like a very cartoony thing to do.
Yeah, because the cartoon ever had an eyelid that exhaled.
Yeah.
It's just like...
You haven't seen those old things? It's like Popeye and stuff. They'll sometimes do the joke of they'll breathe in the smoke through their mouth and then just blow it out their eye.
Their eye, though? I
Yeah.
haven't seen that. That's some weird stuff. Wait, what else was down there? Oh,
Back.
Guys?
yeah, they needed to be there.
Then again, unlock full game.
We clearly don't have the full game unlocked with all the characters.
Sorry guys, this is another quick play where we didn't buy it. Hoopy doop boop. Yeah, you get to choose team number of rounds for, one-on-one and team, which is why we did a best out of 3 with the team. I changed that because
you didn't know what you were doing, apparently.
No, dude, I kind of like that. I mean, you know how we are. Soul Calibur, we have it set to, like, best out of 7?
Something like that.
Something like that. That's how we are. And then you got to change your HUD size, which is good, because the TV we're playing on, when we play on this TV, it doesn't show the HUD properly when it's set to full.
Right. But yeah, do you want to go to the,
No.
No?
No, I don't. What is...
Leaderboards?
Have you checked those
I have
out?
not checked the leaderboards.
Okay, let's check those out real quick.
That doesn't tell me anything.
Well, he's the best around.
He's the best. That's all.
No one's ever gonna get him down. Where are we? I probably should have. Oh, that's fairly high, considering.
I guess.
I don't even know.
I don't know what I was ranking you on even, but
I don't either. But let's see.
I'm.
You're less than me. You're beneath me.
I don't believe I've won a round online, maybe one. So if you can beat that, got it.
Good job. You are the king of games.
Apparently, there are only 3,888 people playing this game online.
No, I'm sure there are thousands below you that couldn't win a single fucking round because it doesn't tell them the goddamn moves. Okay, Bob, you go ahead and show off. You can't do it.
I can't do it on this controller.
You should have been more ambitious with things and stuff. Here you go.
Alright. Tutorials! Alright. It starts with just basic stuff like, oh, walk. Then it goes into defense and...
like, explaining high-low blocking and...
Yeah, I think this is something important to show, I guess.
Yeah?
High-low blocking stuff.
Just how they...
Just because it's one of those more basic things in fighting games that people might not understand. Like, you can block high or medium and low moves just by standing blocking, but you have to crouch block to block low moves and stand block to block high moves.
Right.
So it does a decent job of showing that off.
That was weak, apparently. I love that announcer. Impossible to gauge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it goes into advanced stuff, like it's all the way up to
the game
things.
shows you things.
But yeah, I mean, it's...
Yeah.
It goes through the more basic elements of a fighting game and scales up from there. It doesn't feel like Street Fighter Cross Tekken's one, which kind of just dropped you, or did a...
Yeah, I think there were two mundane ones.
They were, yeah. It started really, really stupid mundane. Like, this
hit
is a jump.
To attack.
And then it went straight to, this...
If you hit it in between these two frames?
Yeah, something like that. Like, then to cancel out of a super special to another super special, you do this.
Right, rapid cancels. That should come right after jumping. Maybe even air dash. Nah, air dash is more advanced than a rapid cancel.
This is in chapter 3 of tutorial mode, number 3. You get to canceling the special attacks.
Yeah, so this game's actually pretty. I don't know, like. As a package, like real quick, we're gonna step back from the game and just sort of speak about it from what each of us thinks playing it. As a package, I mean, it's a small studio making a fighter that's downloadable. You couldn't get more hardcore than that, and yeah, it seems pretty approachable. I know people who aren't really fighting game people pick this up and love it.
Well, yeah, I think it's approachable. The only thing is it really hurts itself by not putting a move list in. I think that just shoots itself in the foot.
From approachability, yeah, it has turned off some people that way. But, I don't know. I don't think that is an instant fun killer for people. I don't think anyone sat down and went, I'm not having fun with this because it won't tell me the moves. Maybe if you were, like, hardcore, like I want to beat the story mode, and you didn't go try to learn moves elsewhere.
Right. I mean, I think in a group experience, it's definitely not that big a deal because your artist going to be picking up, trying to do these things. But doing single player and just being like, okay, where do I even start to learn the moves? Yeah. It's kind of a pain.
Yeah.
But at least you can go online and grab it. And this is an online game, so obviously you have an internet connection if you have the game.
You jackass. You better. What are you connecting? What is with this guy's ping? Oh, I'm playing League of Legends on my cell phone's broadband internet. Those aren't even milliseconds. Those are seconds. But, yeah, I mean, this is a very appealing game. Artistically, gameplay-wise, I mean, I think, and you probably gained this from what I was saying, the music's the worst part, which is tragic. Like, I love Castlevania. I love Michiru even more than, like, she is most of the Castlevania experience for me, but her music does not work here.
Yeah, it is tragic. It's like...
Because you can tell this song isn't Michiru.
One thing, you can use custom soundtracks. So
you can play Castlevania music.
I don't know. I was showing King of Fighters, yeah.
Do you... Oh, wait, this is my PS3.
Yeah, this is your
tragic.
PS3. Yes.
The one time
tears would have fit. But no.
No, it really wouldn't have. But it would have been relevant.
All right, I will give you that.
So what's I would say buy this as soon as your money can fly out of your goddamn wallet.
Yeah, totally worth $15. Probably the best downloadable title I played.
It's definitely the best
ever
downloadable. Well, you didn't play Outlands, you fucking fuck. But no, this easily, hands down, best downloadable title this year. Probably in the last 6 months too. I don't remember any heavy hitters from late last year. Do you?
Not really.
Yeah, I mean, the last thing I remember is Outlands from mid last year.
I feel like there was something out that was downloadable. And I got
if we're
excited
counting
about,
the Vita, you got some good downloadable stuff there with Stardust Delta and what was that one? The puzzle room.
Oh, that thing. Escape Plan.
Escape Plan.
But yeah, even I wouldn't say those really like. Stardust was a rehash, obviously.
Well, that's the thing. It's more like that's like saying Mario's a rehash. Like Stardust has been trucking along for 20 solid years now.
You mean Mario?
No. Dude, you didn't know?
What?
Stardust is really fucking old.
What?
Yeah. Dude, okay, we are playing some original Stardust after this. I guess this is GigaBoots signing out. Go fucking buy this. Buy twice. Just in case. These people need all the money they can get so we can get more DLC characters. Any DLC characters.
No, there's day one DLC for an indie game.
Yeah, actually, you buy it for $15. Doesn't include the online pass. You gotta buy the $20 version for the online pass, and you only get 4 characters.
Additional characters are $15 each. By the time you're done with it, you've hit a total of $120.
Well, that's because you didn't buy any music for it, Bob. I bought all the music that came out on day one. In one moment, I'm calculating it right. I spent $300 goddamn dollars on this game, and it was published by Namco.
You didn't get the color schemes? God.
No, $500. This is the best $500 game this gen. Go check it out today. Skullgirls on the PlayStation, on the Sony Entertainment Network, and XBLA.
For video reviews, quick plays, top 8s, and more, go to GigaBoots.com.